It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
A perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On the option, they give it to Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. We're going to go right back to Henry. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll go again here with Henry. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A give right up the middle to Henry. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's in! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Lad McConkey to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens out front. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. Third and 5. Throwing now is Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On play action, now Herbert. That is caught, and he's in. DJ Chark, touchdown Chargers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jackson. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is McConkey. Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And third down coming up.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 2. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. To throw is Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. The motion man is Johnson. Back near his goal line, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Baltimore.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable for Wallace. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5.
Still second down.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. A run with Dobbins. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Now it's Dobbins. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the second half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This returnable for Wallace. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Third down, 3 to go. Slot man in motion left. And this ball incomplete on third down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
His kick is good from 60 yards out. He's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense. And their running back set to go once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. Not much happening there, just a short game. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. First and 10. Jackson looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
In motion comes Andrews. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Off. Still first down.
This is Henry. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. They'll motion over Flowers. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Off. Still second down.
Aguilar goes off in motion. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. They'll stick to the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Herbert now on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Herbert again. That is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We're going to go right back to Henry. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. They come up for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Henry.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now a 3rd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raven first down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from SoFi.